not that high. I'm not that tall. I don't want it up on my forehead. Me neither.
Probably will.
Right. Team Langer.
Yes.
Congratulations, Bernhard. Your record-tying 5th victory here. How special is this one for you?
Very special. It's always special, whether you win or not. Just being here is like the Olympics for the golfers. They only take 20 teams, and there's probably 25 in the waiting list that would love to be here. It's always a wonderful thing to get an invitation to come and play here. And as you all know, I got 4 kids, played with all 4 of them, and we have a lot of wonderful memories. And it also, from now on, I'm on vacation, so this is a bonus, when this tournament's over. We're heading tomorrow to Europe, Germany, and spend time over there.
And Jason, your 3rd victory here. How much fun was this week for you?
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. I said it earlier, but I don't get to play as much golf anymore. And I don't get to see my parents or my family quite as much anymore. So just being able to play golf, be with family, be in a beautiful spot here in Orlando, at Grand Lakes, and have a great competition, play a little bit of good golf was a ton of fun, and this is a special one for sure.
When you came down early to practice, crash course to get ready, how much time did you spend putting?
A good bit. We always know that putting is probably one of the biggest parts of playing well in this format. And so, spent a good bit on Wednesday and Thursday putting, and a little extra time this morning on the putting green as well, because I think that was the big difference.
We couldn't practice yesterday with the rain, obviously, so, but it was incredible. Watching him putt was like unbelievable. The ball started on line every time, and he missed 2 or 3, and that's because I misread the green. Otherwise, it probably would have made him all.
misread the green.
Yeah, okay.
How did it come to you being the child that played this weekend?
So in years past, so I'm the youngest of 4. My older 3 siblings are all married and have kids right now. So they're at a bit of a different stage of life than me. In years past, there was multiple people wanted to play, or we were all sort of playing golf and felt like we wanted to play, and so I think we may have had a qualifier one year, or we kind of alternated. This year, no one was really vying for it other than me, so I got the nod, and I'm here.
Yeah, we asked the other 3, basically, and nobody really said, well, let Jason go, because the others have all little babies, and they're busy, and that, so they all felt like he should play, and, we're happy he did, I guess.
Now, is this, Dad mentioned over there, is this bragging rights? Do you rub it in with your siblings?
Not too much. I was saying earlier that it's always nice to have something on my older brother, and the good one was being the youngest winner here, because he can never take that one back. But this one's nice too. So,
Bernhard, given the conditions and starting 3 shots behind, what kind of score did you think you would need today?
Well, I knew it was going to blow like crazy, and I figured the scores will not be as low as they were yesterday. So, setting out, I figured, well, if we could get 10 under today to about 22, we might have a shot at it. But it all turned out totally different. The Kuchar's putters turned cold, or the game went cold, and we actually caught him after 3 holes, and then surpassed him on the 4th hole or the 5th. So, and it was just a matter of, can we continue making birdies, and we did. And then coming down the back 9, we had a great start on 10, 11, 12. I think we birdied all of them. And then I looked up at the leaderboard, and we had a 3-shot lead. And then it went to 4-shot lead. And it was a matter of just no more mistakes, or no mistakes, period. Just make par or birdie. And he kept rolling the putts in. So it was a no-brainer, but we were never in trouble. In past years, we would make a bogey here and there or something silly. That there was no chance. We were just always in a good spot where we had a birdie putt or an eagle putt, and his putter got really hot, and that made the difference.
I wanted to ask you about one shot on 5, the par 5. Were you worried?
Well, I was slightly worried because I didn't see the ball land because the reefs were high, or the grass. But I knew I'd hit it good enough I knew exactly what I had to, carry the water. And I figured I was either in the trap or just short in the bank, and that's where it turned out. But, yeah, it was, within 2 or 3 yards. And if that had gone wet, then we both would have been in the water, and that would not have been a good situation.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. That was the one place where I thought we may have been in a little trouble, just because I was hitting first and I was in the water, and then his was sort of a little left, not as bad as mine. But
it turned out it was in a good place.
Yeah.
Easy chip, didn't short side or anything. It was an easy chip, easy birdie, really.
Bernhard, if I'm not mistaken, the first invitation you got, the Floyds had already won this thing 5 times.
Right.
So when you take a look at that record back then, did you think that 5 was attainable?
No, I didn't think so. We were just excited to be a part of the tournament, and I know the Floyds had a great record here, and Larry Nelson with his boys did very, very well. And then, the kids used to play all the way back. I remember playing with his older brother, and he was 12, Stefan, and he had to play 7,000 yards, so 7,100 yards. And, so I think what they've done the last couple of years, creating 4 or 5 tees, really made everybody competitive out here. No matter who plays, they have a chance. And everybody can move the tee ball out there where they have a medium short iron into the green, and they can compete if they make the putts. And I think that's a wonderful thing they did the last few years, because in years past there were 5 or 6 teams had no chance. It was just too long.
At what point, if at all, did 5 tying the Floyds, and I suppose now surpassing the Floyds, become a goal? Did it ever become a goal?
Really wasn't. I didn't even know Floyd had won 5. I knew he won at least 3 or more. So that was not the goal. The goal was really to have fun. This is a tournament about family and fun. And, maybe if we play well, we might be in contention. That would be a bonus. So it all came together.
Tiger said your longevity, Bernhard, is more than amazing. And he recalled playing with you in 1994. Do you remember this?
I played with Tiger probably
at the Johnny Walker
10, 12 times. First time was Johnny Walker in overseas, yep. And, he was like 18 or something.
Uh-huh.
And I think his coach or somebody was caddying for him. That's one thing I remember. And Tiger had a bunker shot onto the green or something. The coach just picked the ball up and cleaned it, and Tiger didn't mark it. He didn't have a chance to mark it yet. So Tiger, well, where's my ball? Oh, here. And I never marked it. But anyways, at 18, I could tell he was very special. He was special already. And at that time, he was a skinny rail of a kid. He wasn't like he is now, built and strong and all that. But he was healthy, had tremendous club head speed and a hunger for the game. And just, you knew he was going to do more than most, and he certainly has.
Well, golf, people have talked and written about it many times.
Sorry?
People have talked about it many times, how golf is so crosses generations. Is it cool to 30 years later be back here with Tiger when you think about that?
Yeah, of course it is. It's cool to be anywhere where Tiger plays because he moves the needle and there's more interest, there's more spectators, more TV or any of that stuff. And he's an incredible athlete. And, he was unbelievable before he got hurt. And now even with all the surgeries he's had, and he's come back and he's still incredible. He's fun to watch. He can still move the ball amazing distances and gets very focused. But, I mentioned this earlier. For Tiger to play how many tournaments this year? 4? 3, 4, 5? It wasn't more than that. To play this and last year and maybe the year before means a great deal. It shows how much it means to Tiger to play with his son Charlie here, and elevates this PNC championship to bigger heights.
Bernhard, given your remarkable longevity and the success you've had year after year after year, it's not unreasonable to think that you could play this with one of your grandchildren one day, is it?
Actually, funny you mentioned that. We brought it up on Walking 18. My caddy, who is my son-in-law Chase, said, "Where's the fourth tee box?" Because I was playing number 3, and there was another tee box like 50 yards up behind the tree, sort of thing. And he goes, "I'm going probably up there." And he goes, "Wow, who plays up there?" And I said, "Well, I think it's Trevino and one of the children." And he goes, "So how old do you have to be to get up there?" I said, "No idea, maybe 75, 80. So then we were saying, well, he says, "You'll be up there in a few years with one of the grandkids and, still chasing it." So we'll see. How old do you have to be to get up there? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
Right.
I think you can make up your own rules when you've won 5 times, though.
I like that one. Thanks.
Bernhard, you obviously had your 46 win on the Champions Tour this year. How special is this week compared to that week, and is this the perfect icing on the cake?
Yeah, they're all very unique and very special. This is totally different. When I won the U.S. Senior, it was kind of my own victory, my caddy and me, but this is a family affair. I wouldn't have won it without him because he made far more putts than I would ever make, and played some really good shots. This is a team event. The other one was individual, so totally different, but both very unique and very special in their own way.
Just curious, Bernhard, with your vacation coming up, what's the difference between Christmas dinner in Germany and when you're home in West Palm?
The temperature to start off with.
What about the food? What would you typically have for Christmas dinner at home compared with
duck.
Germany?
Most Germans would eat duck probably, but it varies. But yeah, we look forward to going skiing for a couple of days and spend time in the snow. It was the weirdest thing for me when I came over here to live in America and married a woman from Florida, and spending Christmas Day in 80 degrees of weather was kind of, this is not Christmas. It was, I always related Christmas with cold and snow or ice or something like that. But we got used to it, and so it'll be nice to go back and see some of my family.
Bernhard, how
Where?
Yeah.
In our house. Some in the office, some in the, where the trophies are. So
they're scattered around.
Yep.
Do you keep yours? Are you taking it back to New York?
We haven't figured it out, but I currently have left my other ones in their house.
He's got a small place. There's not much room.
In my apartment.
There's room for that, but not for the big box.
Bernhard, how old is your oldest grandchild?
3.5.
Oh, that's gonna be a while.
Almost 4.
It's going to be a while. That's right.
Will did it.
I
I was just going to say, Will McGee started at 11, so that's only 7 years away.
Yeah.
All right, we got 3 questions from Sky Germany. Answers in German. Okay.
Yep.
First off, just how meaningful is it to win it alongside your son Jason?
Ja, es bedeutet mir sehr viel, dieses Turnier zum 5. Mal gewonnen zu haben. 3-mal mit meinem jüngsten Sohn Jason. Er war der Jüngste, der das Turnier mit 14 Jahren gewonnen hat. Heute zum 3. Mal. Er ist jetzt 23. Und er hat super Golf gespielt die letzten 2 Tage. Vor allen Dingen hervorragend geputtet. Ja, es ist immer was Besonderes, wenn man was erreicht, was noch kein anderer oder kaum ein anderer erreicht hat. Und für mich ist es jetzt das 5. Mal, die PNC Championship zu gewinnen mit 2 von meinen Söhnen. Das macht natürlich sehr viel Freude und bringt Weihnachtsstimmung auf. Ja, ich hatte ein super Jahr auf der Champions Tour mit 2 Siegen und den 46. Rekordsieg auf der Tour. Und dann jetzt mit diesem Turniersieg das Jahr zu beenden, ist eine Überraschung zum Teil und freue mich für Jason. Und wir genießen jetzt dann den Urlaub.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.